Alright, so two goldfish are sitting in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Do you know how to drive this thing?" Alright guys, welcome back to Socially Bearded. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video or any other videos that you might have seen, the only thing I'd ask is that you hit the subscribe button, maybe drop me a like, leave me a comment. If you're one of my returning supporters, I think everybody knows that you are 100% appreciated. So today, we're going to actually go over AZTEC Beard Co. Now, before we get started into this, I am going to warn you, this might be a little bit longer review. I do have some representation of every scent that he offers, and I would like to go over every one of them. So, company history, we'll cut that one kind of short. That way we can have a little extra time to go over the scents. And in March of 2020, the owner, Jesus Cruz, he actually launched a company called Oak Cliff Beard Kingdom. He really focused on cologne scents, and that was due to a previous business venture he had, which was a cologne business. So, he's got everything going. March of 2020 rolls around, he launches Oak Cliff. He operates that until December of 2020, and I'm assuming, this whole time he kind of wanted to get back to his roots. He was born in Mexico City, and what he wanted to do was kind of capture scents from his childhood. Barbershops, maybe food trucks, stuff like that. But that's what he wanted to capture in his beard company. Spoiler alert, I think he succeeded, in doing that. So you fast forward to January 26th of 2021, and now you have AZTEC Beard Co. And really everything about the company is basically focused around, the Aztec culture or the culture in Mexico, things like that. First things first, let's talk about the ingredients. Alright, so Jesus actually offers two different blends in his beard oil and also the butter. He has the premium blend, and then he has the ostrich blend. We'll go over the premium blend first. And that's going to be hemp seed, sweet almond, kukui, avocado, rose hip, aloe extract, vitamin E, and then of course your essential and or fragrance oils that make up the scent. Now, the premium blend, or I'm sorry, not the premium blend, the ostrich blend is 50% of the premium blend that I just mentioned, plus 50% ostrich oil. Full disclosure, I've already shot this review twice and I kept saying emu, so I have made my mind up. I'm not going to shoot it a fourth time. If I say emu, guys, through anywhere in this video, just imagine the word ostrich instead of emu. I'm so used to emu oil being in, different blends that I guess it just kind of burned into my brain. So, alright, now for the butter. Alright, so your butter is going to be shea, kapuaku, babasu oil, plus your premium carrier oil blend. And then for your ostrich butter, it's going to be the same as the regular butter, except the oils that are in it are going to be half ostrich and then half premium blend. Alright guys, so I'm going to switch the order of how I do things today. We're going to go ahead and go over the pricing right now. Alright, so a 1 ounce oil, or a 2 ounce butter, or a 2 ounce balm, all three in the premium, will run you $18.99. A 4 ounce butter will run you $23.99, an 8 ounce wash will run you $19.99, and a 2.5 ounce cologne will run you $48.99. Now, the ostrich blend, the only thing I'm finding in the ostrich blend is a 1 ounce oil or a 2 ounce butter, and then will both run you $23.99. Alright, so consistency and filling beard. Now, let's go over the premium first. So what you've got here is, it's got a pretty deep yellow color. It's not cloudy, but it's like a deep yellow color. I'm assuming most of that comes from the hemp seed. Hemp seed is the first ingredient on there. It's a carrier that I really enjoy, especially when it's a good quality, and I believe that's what we've got here. So the premium blend is what I'm going to consider a right down the middle of the road medium. I mean, it's not a medium light, it's not a medium heavy. For me, it's a perfect medium, and really that's, you know, I prefer medium to medium light. Fill and beard for premium is top notch. How long do I get out of the fill and beard? I've only tested it up to about 12 hours. I had a little incident where I wasn't able to put any beard products in for pretty close to a full day. And I just so happened to be wearing the ostrich blend that day, so we'll get into that here in a second. The results were kind of shocking, really. But as far as fill and beard for the premium line, you know, I couldn't be happier with it. Now, so for the fill and beard on the ostrich blend. Now, so the premium blend, the ostrich blend, I got the exact same fill and beard from both products. The only difference was, remember a second ago I said that one night some stuff had came up. I wasn't able to make it home. I was late getting a shower. This, that, and everything else happened. 18 to 20 hours I went without putting beard oil in, right? And that ostrich blend, it held its fill and beard the entire time. So I know longevity of fill and beard is not spoken of very much in these videos, in anybody's videos really. Really, it's more longevity of the scent, and we'll get into that as well. But I had to mention that. You know, I've actually had some products that felt really nice, but the fill and beard didn't last very long. It was like it soaked in too quick. It was basically just used up, really. So I felt it necessary to mention that, you know, I got the same fill and beard out of both of them. I just got longer from the ostrich blend. Now for the butter. So your premium butter, it's going to be a poured, right? It's a nice soft poured butter though. Get that to focus there. So there you go. Totally gone. So right off the bat, you know, like I said, it is a poured butter, but right off the bat, the first thing I noticed when I cracked that open for the first time was how actual soft it was. The premium had a very, very slight grain to it, but I mean, it was very slight. And I'm sure that has something to do with, you know, with shipping. I don't think that was something that Jesus let go out the door, you know, when he sent it to me. I just think that it's something that probably happened, you know, in shipping. Fill and beard, great. You know, I only use butter at night. So that's how I test all my butters is overnight, you know. But I do know that, you know, like the next morning, I don't style my beard as soon as I get up. I wait till it's time to go to work, and so I know I can get up, go in there, and just run a brush through the beard a little bit, and it actually styles fairly decently. It's not, you know, a horrible mess. So I would say the styling aspect of it, if you were to wear it in the day, would probably be pretty good. And I'm gonna say that's due to it not being so thick it's like glue, you know, going onto your face. Now for the ostrich, so I didn't get any difference in the ostrich versus the premium, right? Now there is a difference. Obviously it's got 50% ostrich oil in the oil blend, but another thing is this butter is pretty hard. It's not the hardest poured butter you've ever had, but it's a lot harder than the premium blend. But again, you know, it melts. You know, it melts down like nothing. Same. But again, as far as the fill and beard for the ostrich, same. It was just the same as the premium. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to disagree with what I'm saying here, and that's totally fine. I have never got these just amazing effects from emu or ostrich that a lot of people have. Now, you know, don't let that be mistaken for me not liking it, because I do. It's a very, very good carrier in my opinion, but it's not the miracle cure, you know, or anything like that for me personally, but it is very, very good. So again, fill and beard for ostrich, you know, same as the premium butter, which is definitely a great blend. Alright, now let's move on to my favorite, which is the scents. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these in order from my least favorite, you know, to my top scent. But I don't want anybody to think that number 5 is something that I do not enjoy, because I do. I've got 5 cents. It's what he offers right now. I love every one of them, but I just love some more. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so number 5 is going to be Tequila Wood. So your scent profile for Tequila Wood is going to be tequila and lime, guaiac wood, and cedar wood. Alright, so what do I get? For this being such a simple profile, it's got 4 things in it. It's, you know, it's really kind of hard to explain. Right straight out of the bottle, I think I get the guaiac wood and the tequila. I'm not picking up a lot of lime, but again, the lime might be just kind of neutral in there. I'm really not sure on that. But once you get it in beard, the cedar wood, you get a little bit of the cedar wood. I say a little bit. You can pick up the cedar wood. The guaiac wood is a kind of a funny. It's not bad. It's a good note, but it's kind of a funny, unique note. It's an earthy, but almost like a sweetness about it. It's really hard to explain. I only have a couple of scents with the guaiac wood in them, so I'm not, you know, I'm far from an expert on what that does or should smell like. But so definitely once you get it in beard, you get the tequila. You get just little bites of lime here and there, and then the guaiac wood and cedar wood kind of come through. I would say the cedar is a little bit more potent than the guaiac, but again, you know, since subjective, somebody else might smell that completely the opposite of what I'm smelling it. Alright, so number 4 and number 3, they switch places back and forth. It depends on what I'm wearing that day, which is number 3, which is number 4. So right now, we're gonna go, better focus there, with Mystico. Alright, so Mystico is amber, tobacco, and cedarwood Texas, also known as Texas cedar. I do not know the difference in like Eastern cedar or Texas cedar, or, you know, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of different variants of cedar out there, essential, fragrance, this and that. Believe it or not, this was actually my first pick. This is what I ordered first, and then I contacted Jesus for him to switch it once I learned that there was cedar essential in here. I'm actually highly allergic to cedar trees. I start sneezing, eyes swell shut. You know, just a basic allergy, really. But once I got, he switched my scent, and once I got that scent, and I really liked the feel and beard so much and the scent that I just went ahead and ordered everything else just to see what would bother me. You know, he said he'd work with me if anything bothered me. And luckily, so far, nothing has bothered me. So maybe this cedarwood Texas is a variant that I am not allergic to. But what do I get out of this? This one is it's not simple. It's not a simple scent. But what I get out of bottle is musky tobacco. Highly, highly musky tobacco. Almost like a tobacco leaf. Once you get it in beard, that musky tobacco, it hangs around. It's right up front. You get a little bite from the amber. And as far as the cedar in this one, I think the cedar must just be in there to mask it, or I'm just missing it. I don't pick up a lot of cedar in this. But what you're gonna realize here in just a second, that Jesus is actually a fan of cedar, and I think he even uses it to kind of help tie scents together. You know, tobacco, amber, cedar wood. I mean, they sound like they go together to me. Alright, so number 3 is gonna be Strawberry Whey. Now, Strawberry Whey is going to be vanilla, strawberry, leather, cedarwood Texas, and amber. Also on there it says fruity notes, so I don't know what them fruity notes are. I don't know if it could be strawberry or well, strawberry's in there, but I mean it could be blueberry or raspberry or lime. I mean I'm really not sure. I don't pick anything up, you know, to the nose, so don't let the fruity notes fool you like this is going to smell like Fruit Loops or it's going to smell like apple or something like that, because that's, you know, that's wrong. Straight out of bottle, I get 3 things, and I've been very clear about this the whole time. As soon as I smelled it, I knew what it was: strawberry, vanilla, and leather. So that's what I get straight out of bottle. But now once you put it in, I'm still getting the strawberry and the leather for sure. And while we're on the leather thing, let's just go ahead and say the leather is not overpowering. So if you're somebody that's sensitive to leather, you know, in my opinion, don't be scared to try this, because the leather is really light there, but it is present. A couple of things I don't get from this scent profile, out of bottle or in beard, is amber or cedarwood Texas. So evidently them are both pretty light. But again, it's a really beautiful scent. You know, once you put it in beard, the strawberry becomes more fresh, if that makes any sense. In bottle, it almost smells like an artificial strawberry. Like okay, I get strawberry from that. It's like an artificial strawberry, not like a strawberry candy, but just like an artificial strawberry. But once you put it in, it almost kind of morphs into a fresh strawberry. Okay, now for number 1 and number 2. Now we're right back to where we was with 3 and 4. Number 1 and number 2 are they're even harder for me to determine. I mean, really, it's whatever I feel like wearing that day, right? So I'm actually wearing Classico right now, so we'll go with Chocolat. Alright, I know that sounds funny, but basically all it means is chocolate. So what you got with this one is a Mexican cacao, vanilla, and vetiver. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to pick out vetiver just because they've never done it. They've stayed away from it. To me, vetiver smells like a grassy type substance. You know, slightly herbal maybe. It is considered a cologne note a lot of times, and I think that rings true with this right here. So, Mexican cacao. You would think chocolate, sweet, candy bar, Hershey's bar, whatever. No, this is like cacao in its raw form. You know, imagine it coming right off the tree or right off the bush, whatever cocoa beans comes from. Imagine that. It's actually bitter. Now this scent does have a slight sweetness about it. It is more from the vanilla, I believe, because I can pick that chocolate right out of there, and it's like a bitter, almost a bitter earthy, you know, type note. And then the vetiver comes in with the cologne-y, grassy, herbal type, and just really makes this an absolutely amazing scent. Like, I can't stress this enough. This is fire. Like I said, this can be my favorite scent. It just depends on what I'm wearing that day. If I'm wearing it today, then that's what it is. If I'm wearing it, you know, if I'm not wearing it tomorrow, then it's gonna be number 2. Oh man, every time I smell that, I fall in love with it over again. For me, this is pretty much the same in bottle and in beard. You know, I get that like a bitter, you know, but like a chocolatey bitter cologne. The vanilla lends a little bit of sweetness to it. I think the vanilla and the chocolate, they balance each other out perfectly. All right, now for number 1. So this right here is this is Jesus's take on a barbershop, right? It's super unique. So most of us look at barbershops in 2 categories: talc, non-talc. This is definitely going to fall in to the non-talc. All right, so you've got citrus, bay rum, amber, oud, and cologne. Okay, how does that make up a barbershop, you know, other than the bay rum? I don't know. To me, it's not like any barbershop that I have ever smelled, but that is not a bad thing. This scent right here, you just heard me say it's my number 1. I have actually worn, let's see here, right there where my fingernail's at, if that'll focus, that's how much I have left of the Classico. I wore this Classico for over 2 weeks straight, every single day, and then I have worn it periodically, you know, throughout. I have probably tested these products as much or more than any other company, you know, that I have actually shot a video on or just bought and used, really. Out of bottle, it's so complex. Even though there's not that much in it, it's so complex you can't pick anything out. I can maybe pick out a little bit of bay rum, but that's just because that bay rum, it has that bay leaf scent to it, you know. But once you put this in beard, it is just it's a barbershop cologne. It's soft, but it's a powerful scent. You know, it's there. You can smell it. It's very present. but it's soft, it's slightly sweet. It's got a, it's like a sweet and spicy. The spice is not anything overpowering or anywhere close to it for that matter, but just imagine a sweet and spicy barbershop cologne. It is absolutely incredible. It definitely gets my highest recommendation. Now, longevity for these scents, so I'm going to go ahead and say Mystico, Strawberry Whey, and Tequila Wood, they're all about the same, and I would say they would run 8 hours, at least 8 hours, or let's just say between 7 and 9 for sure. That's, in my opinion, that's a really good scent duration. They might even run longer. I go nose blind to scents pretty quick. Now, Chocolat, on the other hand, it's a little bit less, so I'm going to say between 5 and 6.5, maybe 7. It is a little bit lighter of a scent. It's like I said, it's like a nice cologne type scent, but it is a little bit on the lighter side. Once you get it in and it settles a little bit, it's not so much that I would say that it's subtle, but it's definitely not in your face either. And then Classico is right there with the rest of them. I get 7 to 9 hours out of this scent, possibly longer. I know once I've had it in for an 8-hour work shift, I can, kind of brush the beard down, do that number there, and I immediately smell it again. And that goes, for the other 3 as well. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to wrap up my review for AZTEC Beard Co. Real quick before we go, when this product was launched in January, there was talk of some other scents. There were some recommendations made, and a few of them recommendations, Jesus said, you know what, I was actually already thinking about that. There was several recommendations made, very good recommendations. So guys, if you're a fan of AZTEC, or they're on your radar and you want to try them, if none of the scents sound appealing to you, just hang tight. Like I said, he announced whenever we launched AZTEC, or whenever he launched AZTEC, that there was some other things in the works, but these 5 were just his initial, that's what made the initial cut. So be on the lookout for new scents. I don't know when they're coming, I couldn't speculate on that, but I do know that at some point they are coming, and I think they're going to be absolutely amazing. Customer service definitely gets 2 thumbs up, as well as scents, fill-in beard, price, everything. So guys, I guess that'll kind of tell you what you need to know. I 100% stand behind AZTEC. I 100% recommend them. If you need any recommendations, guys, hit me up in these comments. Hit me up in the DMs. I'll be happy to talk with you. If you're not sure, maybe I can help you decide. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for the video today. I appreciate everybody for joining, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Go ahead, take the shots. I know they're coming. Hey everyone, thank you for watching. If you're new here and you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and remember to follow me across all social medias.